Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Pulp Crazy. I'm your host, Jason Aiken. In this week's episode, I will be discussing The Wild Man by Octavus Roy Cohen. It first appeared in the August 28, 1915 issue of All Story. The Wild Man is a piece of short sports fiction focusing on the rivalry between two professional baseball players, and is set around the same time period this story was published. The two men are Pat Nelligan and Bill Davis. Pat Nelligan is a square-jawed, no-nonsense backup catcher who plays for the Panthers, a West Coast team that appears to be fictional. Bill Davis is the titular wild man. He's a star base runner who has a reputation of spiking people whenever he can when running the bases. He plays for the Reds, presumably the Cincinatti Reds. He's talented but arrogant, and according to Nelligan, he's a four-flusher. A four-flusher, in poker terms, is someone who makes empty boasts or bluffs when holding a four flush, even though they are one card short of a full flush. The story is told by Nelligan's teammate, a pitcher named Tom. Although the story is fairly short, being just 5 pages, the feud between the two is covered quite well. It's explained the rivalry has its roots in the past, and there might have been a woman who came between the two players. Cohen continues chronicling their interactions during this particular baseball season. It's a pretty solid story, with a humorous ending. You can download and read The Wild Man as a PDF on Pulp. I'll be sure to put a link to it in the show notes. I haven't covered a sports pulp story yet, and I'm glad I picked this one, especially with baseball season well underway. I was particularly impressed with Cohen's writing, especially his dialogue, pacing, and characterization. Looking at his pages on the Fiction Mags Index and Wikipedia, it appears he wrote for both the Pulps and the Slicks in a number of different genres throughout his career. Besides writing prose, he also wrote scripts for theater, radio, film, and television. One of his detective characters from the Slicks, Jim Hanvey, even went on to appear in 2 movies, Curtain at 8 and Jim Hanvey Detective. According to Pulp, even when Cohen made the jump from the Pulps to the Slicks, he would occasionally return to write a story for the Pulps, not turning his back on them. That's it for this week's episode. Pulp Crazy is located at pulpcrazy.com. I'm at Pulp Crazy on Twitter and facebook.com/pulpcrazy. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/pulpcast. You can also email me at pulpcrazy@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.